tipped to be the India-Sri Lanka clash, which is tipped to be the most exciting clash here with two exciting teams, whereas the Maldives suffered, as I said earlier, a huge defeat at the hands of the host Sri Lanka, 97-51, where Irushan Mohammed scored the highest for Maldives, wearing the number 7 jersey, and Adrian Vijayawardena was the pick of the stars for the Sri Lankan side, wearing the number 24 jersey. Sri Lanka was, of course, led by Darren Bernard yesterday, the Josephian, and here's the Maldivian team right before the start, just having a bit of warm-up sessions. This is a crunch encounter for them, and down your screens is the Indian team. They are pretty lanky, very lanky when compared to the Maldivian outfit. And of course, the Sri Lankan outfit yesterday looked pretty well when compared to all the Sri Lankan junior outfits that we have had in the past few years. So that's a great sign, and especially here, India definitely are the firm favourites against the Maldivian side, who are coming after a huge defeat yesterday, and it will be back-to-back games for the Maldives, so that will be a concern for them, a level of fitness, and of course the playing here outside home, but this is home, far away from home for the Maldivian community here in Sri Lanka. And folks, do stay tuned with the Papare.com as we will cross over to a short commercial break. Stay tuned with us.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1, Danuma. Season 2, Charitavaliya. Season 3, Krida Viplava.
Good evening and welcome. This is the second game of the FIBA U16 Asian Championship SABA Qualifier, the South Asian edition, where India, Maldives and the host Sri Lanka will be battling it out. A three-way tussle for the crown in championship here in the South Asian region, to be crowned as the best of the rest in the South Asian basketball juniors. These young lads have been putting lots and lots of commitment and preparations for this big day. India coming in as firm favourites, like we said earlier, and it's great to see Sri Lankans, locals coming here. Definitely not the expected crowd as expected from the locals here. I mean, it was a pretty okay crowd yesterday when the host Sri Lanka took on the Maldives. But still, we invite all of you to come here and join us here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium to witness some amazing skills by these young basketballing stars who will be the future of the South Asian region. Yesterday, Maldives succumbed to a heavy defeat at the hands of host Sri Lanka, 97 points to 51 here at the same venue. And here, India, very lanky and looking pretty confident. Maldives coming in after a hard battering yesterday. A very dull and quiet atmosphere here at the indoor stadium when compared to a lousy, noisy crowd of the host Sri Lanka yesterday. That's it. We are moments away from the second game to be started off. The FIBA U16 Asian Championship SABA Qualifier here in Sri Lanka 2023. That's the head table. Of course, the officials will be keeping track of all the happenings here. And that's it. India get early advantage as predicted. India #1 driving in. Looked like almost the first points. Talking about yesterday, of course, Sri Lankans, the hosts, the winners, took plenty of time to settle in. They missed almost all their free throws in the first 7 minutes of the game yesterday. Sri Lanka settled in pretty well, whereas Maldives were dominating earlier. So let's see how this match will pan up here. India, very strong, very confident. And again, Maldives, they need to keep their composure, calm themselves as again India finally after two back-to-back missed shots, getting that first 2-pointer on board. India 2, Maldives 0. The score is 2-0 in favor of India as India again drive in. This is Maldives. That's number 3, the nippiest player on the park, but a very talented lad. Maldivians going for the 3-pointer. They were pretty strong yesterday in the early stages of the first quarter. Maldives put on plenty of 3-pointers and took a comfortable lead. And here India missing again. Maldives into the attack, driving in. Oh, that was an unlucky shot by the Maldivian. The layup could have gone in. They are a strong team, and India now milk up foul. So this will be an early advantage for the Indian lads to calm themselves, settle their nerves and get right into this game. Whereas compared to the Maldives, they are definitely stressed a lot here. And that's a change of commentary. I have with me Nawad Vijay Vikrama joining with us here. Nawad, you were yesterday as well, and today, what do you reckon? Maldives yet again early advantage. They are going in for big 3-pointers.
Yes, indeed. I think that's what they tried to do yesterday as well. But a big game for Maldives here today. They need to win. A must-win situation for them against much more versatile and a star-studded Indian lineup. But this time around it's good. They're leading 6-4.
So this strategy keeps to be working for the Maldivians in the first few minutes of the first quarter. But they seem to be giving up on the latter stages of the game. As you see, India going in again. This is a fourth missed layup, the shot for the Indians. So a bit of hesitation here amongst the Indian lads here.
I think for Maldives, they did kept abreast of what was happening in that game against Sri Lanka yesterday. They were scoring very close to Sri Lankan's scores, but towards the mid to latter stages of that quarter, of each of the 4 quarters, they, like you said, Sri Lanka scored heavily and upped their defense. As Lokesh goes to the line.
And yesterday we saw the Indian team now just watching almost the 3 quarters of the match and leaving just before the final quarter. They must have gotten all their backroom work sorted, and they must have got all the notable players marked in their territories as the Indians. Definitely clear favourites, but Maldives, like yesterday, are leading with 6 points to 5 here. A very good defensive outfit, Maldives, but giving away lots and lots of fouls, so that is a concern. And here's the nippy Jude, the smallest guy in the park, but again a bit of lack of concentration, giving up points for the Maldives.
Sloppy bit of play from Maldivian point guard there, as Lavish took advantage of it. And once again, this Indian lineup is much more bigger than the Sri Lankan lineup that the Maldivians played against.
And yes, that is India's. They are going up to 9 points. Yes, now you're talking about the size differences, but compared to the Indians, Sri Lankans seem to be pretty hefty, even though the Indians are lanky when compared to both the sides. So that will be an added advantage, and that's traveling. So that is advantage again in favor of Maldives. They are keeping in close range. They are a side who can keep up, but that's that last bit of momentum that in the first quarters they seem to be giving up after a great start by 2 quick 3-pointers.
The Maldivian coach having a word with the referee is not at all pleased. He was the same yesterday as well.
Of course, yesterday the Maldivian coach kept his calm and composure right until the last quarter, whereas the Sri Lankan assistant coach was very vocal. So the Maldivian coach seemed to be on the sidelines this time around. That is India's. They're leading 11 points to 6. Missed opportunities for Maldives are gained into advantage by the lads from India. They are clearly leading, and that was a foul. So India now playing according to a well-set game plan. They know the Maldivian defense might struggle on the defense. India goes up to 12. And Singh puts in and takes the leads from India to 13 points.
Another three-pointer. Lavish. Layup off the rim. Here's Eroshan on the drive. Once again, rim not being kind to the Maldivians.
These missed opportunities might come back biting for the Maldivian lads, as they had ample opportunities. They were pretty impatient when compared to the Indians. They are not taking their time, not composing themselves as
Here's Eroshan. He draws the foul. Foul committed by Kumaresan, Adavan Kumaresan.
that's the first timeout of the game. I'm pretty sure the Sri Lankan lads will be watching these Indians and the Maldivian players who are battling it out here online, as yesterday the opening ceremony was held here at the Indoor Stadium, and the Indian team was on all eyes watching the Sri Lanka versus Maldives match. And of course, here is a Maldivian crowd, a very vociferous crowd coming all the way to cheer them. Lots and lots of expatriates here in now. The Maldivians have always been part and parcel of Sri Lanka.
Yes, indeed. I think when it comes to football as well, when we had the Four Nations tournament, there was a big crowd there to support the Maldivians last year. And it's good to see the crowd coming in. And just like we saw yesterday, the Maldives coach making a few substitutions in the first quarter itself, while the Indian coach sticking to his starting five, looking to give as much as game time for them and to get accustomed to each other. But just as I say, I think they've made a substitution with Mohit Jogchan, the jersey number 4, coming on for India.
Yeah. Strong drive by the Indian lad Lavish there. India goes up to 15 points here, and that's brilliant defensive work by yet again Lavish. That's Lakesh, I beg your pardon. So Lokesh, a bit of mix up in the names. Lavish and Lokesh would look very familiar, very similar styles.
Once again, attempted three-pointer is no good. Harjit Singh driving. The layup is good.
Now with the excessive, lots of rush defense by the Indians, and yesterday this was the area where Maldives lost the plot right in the first quarter, if I'm not mistaken. They were always going for the three-pointers, whereas they missed lots and lots of opportunities to go for simple, easy points. Maldives finally they are showing they can go on for layups, which is a good way of scoring. And of course India, superb counter-attack moves by the Indian lads. Their counter-attack has been absolutely brilliant, whereas Maldives is succumbing to that rush defense by India. In case you're joining with us now, you're watching FIBA U16 Asian Championship, the SABA Qualifier here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. And yet again, now Maldives missed that three-pointer.
Yes, indeed, and I think we were talking about keeping abreast of your opponent. Now you can see the score. Indians up 23-9. Dunk no good, but it was Adavan Kumaresan who was there to put that rebound in. 25-9.
As we are inching close towards the last 1.5 minutes of the first quarter here, the second encounter in the SABA Qualifier here in Colombo. Maldives, they can drive in, a big hefty lad, but a soft miss by Maldives number 34. Here's Lavish again for India, strong drive and milks that foul as well. So double trouble for Maldives early in the first quarter.
Lavish once again. The top scorer so far for India, Lavish.
Just saw Maldives number 1 coming in to the playing area, so he was substituted by the number 6.
The ball has gone out. It will be India ball.
Singh with the ball. And that's Lokesh.
Maldivians passing the ball around the perimeter, looking for a free option. Here's Shifao, who is good with his three.
A big applause from the coach as well for the Maldivian lad. And as we see the missed shot by Maldives, they definitely should capitalize on these missed opportunities by India to keep on neck to neck with the Indians here. Again, we might. That's the end of the first quarter. India 27, Maldives reeling at 12 points here.
Dominant first quarter from India, 27-12. The scores were quite tight in the first few minutes, but towards the latter stages, the Indian starting five pulled away. With Lavish top scoring for India with 10. Lokesh Sharma with 5. Harjit Singh and Adavan Kumaresan with 4 each.
Even yesterday, the first quarter results were 22 points in favor of Sri Lanka and 8 in favor of Maldives. And here's your first quarter highlights, starting off with the score by India.
The first few couple of 3-pointers were good for Maldives, but since then They weren't able to connect with those threes, while India driving to the line through the likes of Lavish and Lokesh Sharma, and Harjit Singh was able to score. That was the missed dunk by Harjit, but Kumaresan was on hand to put that rebound in. Start of the second quarter, an uphill battle for Maldives. Here's now the skipper for Maldives.
Warm welcome to all of you joining us on the Papare.com. If you're just joining us, a very interesting game happening here at Sugathadasa. India and Maldives. Maldives, after going down to Sri Lanka yesterday, this is absolute must win for them. And a lot of pressure on them now as well. 12 points to 27. They're down chasing this game. Now when it comes to India, they definitely have this ice advantage, which is working in their favor. So Maldivians need to be solid in their defensive aspect.
Yes, indeed, and I think looking at the size aspect as well, India has that advantage, and Maldives need to be much smarter with their tactics. They are trying a lot of three-pointers, but the execution has been poor, even against Sri Lanka yesterday. They tried a lot of them, but weren't able to connect with much of it.
Ahmed trying options, three-pointer attempt, not successful, rebounded by Mohammed. Here's Ahmed Laim. But have conceded a foul. This is what they need to be careful of. Use their possession wisely.
Here's Mirtun, here's Singh. The jumper is good. Iroshan. Maroof back to Iroshan. Here's Maroof. This time it's good. Brings the score up to 17-29. But on the other end, India misses the layup. End-to-end action as touching the beer Singh scores a 2. Iroshan driving to the baseline, passing it back. Another three-point attempt miss. Well, it has been quite easy scoring for India as the Maldives coach asks for a timeout. It's 33-17. India leading.
One key miss that you can see when it comes to Maldivian attacking process nowadays, the fact that they are looking for those three-pointers because they are far behind the Indians, but they are not focusing on their rebounding aspect, which is really costing them, because when you get the ball easy for the Indians, they have the height to try and penetrate, and also they are very good in the counter-attacking aspect as well.
Yeah, I think that's the reason why they need to be very clinical in their execution, because the rebounds would be hard for them to get with the height of the Indians as well. So that's a very tricky situation for the Maldives as well, because they don't have the height and the power to drive to the net. So again, difficult aspect as teams will be coming out onto the court after this timeout.
Seven minutes to go in the second period as Maldives look to attack. Ambitious layup by Maldives. Here's an unchallenged chance, not successful, rebounded. Second attempt, true, by India, the Mohit.
Once again, reminder to all our viewers, the South Asian Basketball Association qualifier for FIBA Under-16 Asian Championship 2023 happening here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Brought to you by Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the Papare.com. Can watch it on our Facebook as well as Dialog TV channel 126.
Here's Aki Ahmed from Maldives, finding Ahmed Lim. Loses possession and Methun goes unchallenged and adds in 2 more for the Indian tally. This picture's coming to you live on the Papare.com. Plenty of sports action happening around Sri Lanka now. Mohammed gets in the all-important 2 points, and there are quite a few Maldivian fans who've made their way here to the stadium. Rebounded by Jins. Draws in the foul as well, Jins Joby.
So we will go to the line for his 2 shots. Misses the first, misses the second as well, but the rebound is good. Here's Joby, nice, wonderful pass to their number 4 Mohit Jogchand. They are leading 39-19. Lead of 20 already. Pull-up jumper off the rim. Irushan brings it forward, intercepted, but cannot keep the ball under control. Mohit on that occasion.
Aki Ahmed has been Maldives' chief scorer so far, raking in 18 points. He's played the full minutes with 14 minutes on the clock for him. (1939). 20 points behind Maldives. They really need to tighten the screws in their defensive unit. Good defensive effort by Maldivians at that time. However, gives away possession for moving. Timeout called.
With 4 minutes and 33 seconds left until halftime, the Maldives coach having a word with his skipper Nafi Roshan. Must be a very tired lad, having to play almost all 40 minutes yesterday. The chief scorer for Maldives. A lot of responsibility on his shoulders. While for India it has been smooth sailing since the first few minutes of that first quarter. The big game will be between Sri Lanka and India tomorrow, starting at 6 p.m. Sri Lankan time, here live on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the Papare.com. India in possession once again. Sloppy ball handling gives away position. Here's Sisodia under pressure. Rebound also not good. Maruf, an air ball. Mirtun. Back to Sisodia. Here's Tajbindra Singh with a three-pointer off the rim. Bounded by Maruf. Again, the ball intercepted by India. On the other end, driving forward is Singh. Draws the foul. He will go to the line for 2 free throws. India will still have possession. Jagchand off the rim. Here's Joby. He too misses the layup. Quite a few easy layups missed by India in the last couple of minutes. There's Jagchand driving right down the middle. Brilliant blocked from Maruf. Ali's shot off the rim. Here's Mirdun. Sisodia back to Singh. That's good. That's a much better play from India. And Tajbindra Singh putting it in, and the steal is completed by Mirdun, almost getting another on that occasion. He gets another steal. Good bit of perseverance from him as Shadindabir Singh makes another two. Into the last 2 minutes of the second quarter. India pressing high up, putting a lot of pressure on the Maldivian backcourt.
India now trying to manage the game. They know they are in front. They need to make sure that they stick to a plan and conserve their energy as well, because by the looks of it now, it's going to be an India versus Sri Lanka final here. Two countries who are synonymous for their rivalry when it comes to cricket.
They will be renewing that rivalry in a couple of days' time as well, with the Asia Cup right around the corner.
Here's India with an ambitious throw. Doesn't find the mark. India can afford to do that with a 44-point lead, 24-point lead rather.
Rushan's three-pointer off the rim, rebounded by India. Here's Lavesh. On the attack, and an easy layup for India's number 20 Ankush as we end the second quarter. India going into halftime with a 47-21 lead against Maldives in the South Asian Basketball Association qualifier for FIBA U16 Asian Championship 2023 here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. Brought to you live and exclusively on Sri Lanka's number one sports hub, the Papare.com, and on Dialog TV Channel 126. The highlights from the second quarter. Maldives looking to score through their three-pointers. But it has been all India with Mohit Jogchand leading the scoring in that second quarter with 4 steals together with his 8 points. While for Maldives it's Ahmed Maroof top scoring for them with 8 and now Firushan with 6. Lavish overall with 10 points for India leading the scoring, with Chajindabir Singh and Mohit Jogchand scoring 8 each. In terms of rebounds, Harjit Singh with 6 for India and now Firushan with 9 rebounds for Maldives. That's the quarter scores. The first quarter 27-12, the second quarter 29, totaling up to 47-21. And just a reminder on tomorrow's match, the big game on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Local time here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. It's the big game. It's India versus Sri Lanka. The big game that would decide who will be the winners of the SABA Qualifier for FIBA U16 Asian Championship 2023. But either way, the top 2 teams will qualify for FIBA U16 Asian Championship. And that's tomorrow, but we have 2 quarters left today. We will go into a commercial break, and in another 10 minutes time we'll be back with the live action from the third quarter. Do stay tuned.
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Catch the excitement real time. Be up to date with it all. Let us capture your milestones. Get it sizzling hot off the turf. Hear the experts break it down. Dig deep into the nitty-gritties. Be inspired by their greatness. Relive all the scintillating action.
Season 1 දැනුම Season 2 චරිතාවලිය Season 3 ක්‍රීඩා විප්ලව
Hello and welcome back once again to Sri Lanka's number one sports hub, the Papare.com. We are live from the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium for the second match of the South Asian Basketball Association qualifier for FIBA U16 Asian Championship 2023. Maldives against India. India leading comfortably 47 points to 21. Maldives having lost their first game to Sri Lanka. Earlier on your screen was the Sri Lanka team. It was come to the stadium to watch India play. They will be playing against them in the third game tomorrow, 6 p.m. Sri Lanka time. The top two teams from the SABA qualifier will go into the FIBA U16 Asian Championship. As we start the third quarter, India in their all blue, Maldives in their all white. India straight away going to the line. It's Harjit Singh who misses his first free throw. What can Maldives do in this third quarter? They're down by 26 points. His other one, Kumaresan, missed. Irushan brings the ball forward. Mauroof with a three. Off the rim, rebounded by Mirdun. Wonderful bit of footwork coming from Lavish. Has been the top scorer for India today. Pull-up jumper off the rim, but Maldives still has possession. Wonderful bit of awareness from the skipper Nafi Rushan. He was off balance, but had the presence of mind to bounce the ball off Lokesh.
Here's India on the counter as Lavish looks for options and finds it in his teammate, who drives up and gets the two. Maldivians have found it difficult to penetrate the defenses of these Indians, who have the size advantage on them. Sri Lanka, of course, having a very keen eye on this Indian outfit. They will meet them tomorrow, and by the looks of this one, they will meet them in the final as well. Now what? FIBA U16 Asian Championship spots on offer. It's important, isn't it, for the coaches to make sure that they keep rotating the players and keep their core players fresh, especially given the fact that these games come at you very fast. No break sometimes, just back-to-back games.
Yes, indeed, Sudarshan, I think. And it's also important to give as much as playtime to your core players as well, because I think we saw yesterday Sri Lanka giving at least 2 quarters each to their starting lineup to get accustomed to playing against, I think for almost all of these players, this is the first experience they are having in the international stage. So there will be a lot of nerves as well, even though you are a good player. These international experience is much important, especially at this stage, and also to get away from the nerves as well.
Yes, it's important that you get your rhythm going as well. Yes, Maldives looking for options. Shot clock at 8 seconds. Attempt not successful. Rebound not attempted as well. So again, possession given away cheaply by Maldives.
Lavish. Here's Kumaresan. Back to Lavish. Pull-up jumper. It's good.
India now really steering away from the Maldivian outfit, who are finding it hard here in the middle. Ball turned over, grabbed away from a Maldivian player as the rebound comes through, and that is through the Indian number 7.
Another layup is good for India. They are up 63-24. Just past the midway point of the third quarter. They're leading 12-3 in this quarter itself, in the third quarter. Here's Maroof, hounded by a couple of defenders, intercepted. Here comes Kumaresan with a layup. Timeout called by Maldives. A much needed timeout for Maldives to regroup. 18-3 in this quarter. India leading 65-24. Four minutes left in this third quarter. Lavish having scored 18 of the 65 points for India.
Despite being comfortably in front, you really got to admire the energy that is being shown by the Indian team. They want to make sure that they stick to their patterns. They want to make sure that they are capitalizing and making sure that they don't lose their rhythm despite the other team not performing to the expectations.
Exactly, Sudarshan. I think they've already won it. They need to have certain small targets as well. Like you said, in terms of pattern plays, set plays, and also maybe a few targets if they want to score maybe 100 points at the end of the game, which Sri Lanka was trying to do yesterday. They came up short, 97, but most importantly, it's about the set plays and the chemistry you build up in terms of combination and the understanding. That's more important. travelling called by umpire on Lokesh. Again another interception. Here comes Mirthun. His layup is no good. And the rebound from Singh also. Agonizingly close. But not going in. Blocked by Sharma. Excellent bit of defense work. Still Maldives ball. 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Mirthun gets the ball. Here's Harjit Singh who scores. 69-24 now. Eroshan to Muntazir. Here's an Maruf. His effort no good. Here's Chadindabir Singh. His layup missed. Rebound also missed. Scramble for the ball. Whose ball it is now? It's Maldives ball now.
Well, if there's one thing that's going right for Maldives, it's their friends who are here at the stadium. They're vocal. They're not going to let anything deter them as they want their team to do their absolute best. 3 attempted. Rebound good for Maldives. Singh with superior height advantage over the Maldivians. It's not able to score that one. India now just going through their motions, trying to perfect their attacking opportunities.
Aknosh. Here's a Singh off the rim. The Maldives coach is not pleased with that decision. Foul going against them. Sharma. Neat little ball to find Kajindabir Singh. Once again the ball off the rim. But he's good with the rebound. Last 5 seconds of play. Time running out. And that's the end of play. In this third quarter, India leading 71-24. They're scoring 22 points. 24 points, I beg your pardon, to just 3 from Maldives in that third quarter. The dominant performance. Some of the action from that third quarter. India scoring heavily in the first few minutes, and they weren't able to score much in the last couple of minutes. Four players for India in double digits. Lokesh Sharma with 11, Harjit Singh with 10, Chajinder Singh with 10, and the high score of the game so far, Lavish with 18. That's the quarter scores so far: 27-12, 20-9, and 24-3. Fourth quarter coming up next. Maldives will start off this fourth and final quarter. Foul by Aryan Sharma. Play about to resume after that mob up. Naf has the ball, driving in. Another foul, back-to-back fouls committed by Aryan Sharma. Naik does well to keep that ball in. Sharma, Tajinder Singh. Mirtun. The pull-up jumper. Off the rim. Rebounded by Irushan. Here's Naik. Driving, showing his power, and puts that layup in. Aknosh to Sharma. He gets his own rebound and scores the second time. I beg your pardon, that was Kailash Bishnoi.
In the fourth quarter, India with a dominant lead here at Sugathadasa in the SABA Qualifier for the FIBA U16 Asian Championship. Loud cries for a foul. The Maldivian coach clearly not happy.
An illegal screen. I think it was the Maldivian player clattering into the brick wall. That was Kailash Bishnoi. Steal by Singh. Layup is good. Tajinder Bir Singh scoring his 12th point in this match.
Things heating up here in this final period. Is Maldives managing to get the rebound. Shot not successful. India guilty of hurrying things up here at as the Maldivian coach decides to do a change. In comes the number 1 for Maldives. Great defensive work by India. Long ball, didn't find the connection. Interesting battle going outside the court as well, with the fans getting in on the act. Lovely to see, because you need all the support you can get for these youngsters who are repping their national livery.
It's good to see, isn't it, Sudarshan? I think especially at a situation like this when you're down 75-26, you're all out of energy and motivation, but when there's support coming from outside, that's what you need. That's the fight we've seen in this first few minutes of that, in this fourth quarter from Maldives. Even though they are down almost by 50 points, they've shown that fight, they've shown that aggression.
Here's a 3-point attempt, but rebounded by India, who really dominated possession here at Sugathadasa. Really putting in a big shift, managing to dominate Maldives 75 points to 26. got to give credit to their defensive effort as well.
Joby, here's Sharma, who finds an open Kailash Bishnoi, and an easy layup for Bishnoi. Behind the back pass, Jagchand finds Ankush, I beg your pardon. Two brilliant plays back to back by India. No look pass, finds Joby under the post, but he cannot put that ball in. Shifao will go to the line. Misses the first, scores the second. Shifao. Mohit. Ankush. Driving in. He's pushed by the looks of it. Yes. He will go to the line as well. Timeout called. India leading 79-27. Around 5 minutes left in this fourth and final quarter. Game between India and Maldives in this South Asian Basketball Association qualifier for FIBA U16 Asian Championship here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Hope you're enjoying the coverage on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the Papare.com, on our website, on our Facebook page, as well as Dialog TV Channel 126. That's the Sri Lanka team who will be playing against India tomorrow in a big game. Ankush for his first of his 2 3-pointers. First one not going in.
Maldives, one last attempt now. trying to get some respectability to their score, but have opted to go for long range shots.
There's Maruf. Looks like he was fouled. And a technical foul called as well by the looks of it on Ankush.
A little supporter who's made her way. A little Maldivian supporter enjoying herself here at Sugathadasa. A little bit of confusion. The referee is wanting to consult the table.
Maruf will have another free throw. The third one is also good. Ankush. Bishnoi. Here's Lokesh. Back to Bishnoi. Wonderfully done on that left flank by India. Good strength shown. And, by Ituman Ali. Ali to Shifao, who misses. It will still be Maldives ball. Ball going off Mohit Jogchand. Irushan. Maroof with a 3 off the rim. India have possession. India on the other end. 3-pointer bouncing off the rim. Ali gets the ball for Maldives. Maroof trying to find Ali. Not successful. Here's Joby. Finds Ankush. Here's Joby. He banks it in. Ali. Again his 3-pointer. He's not good. Jogchand. His 3-pointer is good as India makes it 90-32 in the last 2 minutes of play. Joby. Foul by Mohit Jogchand on Maroof.
I think it'll be important for Maldives to make sure that they finish this one strong, at least for their fans who've been absolutely vocal despite the game being a foregone conclusion. India, on the other hand, will now want to try and manage this game, manage the next 1.5 minutes on the clock and run the clock down.
Now Firushan brings the ball forward and he banks that ball in. 36-90 is the score. We are in the final minute of play. An open 3 for Ankush. He misses. Good steal, but not the best of passes from Ali.
You'll wonder who's winning this one. Loud cheers from the Maldivian camp. Can they finish with the basket? for their fans who've gathered here in numbers. But Maldives are not successful in doing so. Well, India wants to extend this, calling for a timeout in the dying stages of the game. Let's see what they want to do. They might be wanting to make sure that in these situations where they're just miniature seconds away, if they're going to be chasing the game, they might want to work something out.
It will certainly be a set play. Mohit Jogchand with the inbound pass. Trying an alley-oop, and here's an opportunity for Maldives to ask for a timeout of their own. Here's Rice with the alley-oop. That's no good, and that's finally the end of the game. India winning this encounter 90 points to 34. Much more evenly contested fourth and final quarter. India scoring 19 and Maldives 10. Lavish, the top point scorer of the game, and for India with 18, Mohit Jogchand with 14, and Chadindabir Singh with 12, while for Maldives it was Ahmed Maroof with 16 and Nafi Rushan, the skipper, with 8. In terms of rebounds, Aryan Sharma had 8, Harjit Singh had 7, and Chadindabir Singh had 6 for India, while Nafi Rushan had 17 rebounds. He had a double-double. I beg your pardon, he had just 8 points and 17 rebounds, while Ahmed Maroof had 6 rebounds. And in terms of assists, Raid Ali Latif of Maldives and Mohit Jogchand of India had 4 assists each. And in terms of steals, Mohit Jogchand had 6 and Mirtun Dhanasekar had 6 as well. So then Sri Lanka needs to be careful of these two, Mohit Jogchand and Mirthun Dhanasekar, when they meet them tomorrow, as the Maldives players thanks their supporters who have been quite tremendous yesterday and today, even though they faced 2 big losses. They were very vocal from the first whistle till the last second. These are some of the highlights from the fourth quarter. Much more evenly contested quarter was this, especially a few heated moments. India scoring 19 and Maldives scoring 10. It was one nice move from India, and this was soon after Mohit Jogchand finding Lokesh. Nice gesture from the Maldives team to thank their supporters. Those are the quarter scores: 27-12, 20-9, 24-9, 24-3, beg your pardon, and 19-10, making up a 90-34 big win for India. They build up to their big win against Sri Lanka, which will happen tomorrow, 6 p.m. Sri Lanka time, here at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium. Just as I said, tomorrow's big game, Sri Lanka, the hosts, taking on India. 30th of August at the Sugathadasa Indoor Stadium, 6 p.m. Sri Lanka time, live and exclusively on Sri Lanka's #1 sports hub, the Papare.com. Hope you join us tomorrow, the same time as well. On behalf of Sudarshana Piris, the production and technical crew, this is me, Navod Vijay Vikrama, signing off for the Papare.com, sharing the passion.
Straight from the mud, there's dirt on my hands. Strong like a tree, there's roots where I stand. Oh, I've been running from the law. Hope they won't shoot me down soon. They sing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon.